Greetings, fellow citizens of Cotino. Bricky here on this site. This wasn't even a thing on Monday, but it popped up into my world, and I thought to myself, as somebody that loves Disney Imagineering and Disney design, how could I not go out to the desert and film this and do the first ever live stream from this Disney property? I'll admit I was a little bit late to get to Disneyland and Disney California Adventure, but this one's in my backyard and something that I could not resist. So I am here. I've been doing some before shots, some filming. I've been here doing some filming, and I drove around the property, and let me tell you, it is 4 miles in its circumference. This is an enormous, I mean enormous property that Disney has been acquired with the developing group DMB that they'll be doing this with. But I mean, it is huge, and there is not a bad view from any corner of this beautiful, beautiful property. So I'm going to give you an idea of just how big this is. 4 miles around is the size of the entire Disneyland Resort, if we also include in Highway 5 as well as Anaheim's Garden Walk. That's how big this place is going to be. So when they talk about a lagoon in the center that's tons and tons of acres, oh, it will fit in here. It will fit. So where I'm standing at right now, if you were to come in on this corner over here, I have just walked diagonal into the property. So where I'm at would be the area that we've seen, sort of the cityscape, right? Where there's shopping and retail and restaurants and dining. And I've walked about far enough to where I think that I could be close to the edge of the shoreline of the crystal blue lagoon that's going to come, where there will be a resort hotel over here to me and also a resort hotel over on this side. Up in front of us would be a beach area where you could buy a day pass and come out and swim in the crystal lagoon, or use it if you're a guest at one of these 2 hotels. Now, if we were to go diagonal over in this way, there'll be a second beach, but that beach is going to be, I believe, something that the residents of Cotino, because they're going to put about 1,400 homes out here, putting luxury buildings on the shoreline or the crest of the Crystal Lagoon, and then behind those, smaller homes, and then get into multifamily dwellings as well as condominiums. So there is a lot happening out here, and I want to get this part out real quick before I take some of your comments, because this is a live stream, but I just wanted to kind of get this intel out first. I'm fascinated by the design of Disney. I'm fascinated by Walt Disney Imagineering, and to be able to see them build something from the ground up in such a beautiful blank canvas, that's something I'm looking forward to. But living inside of a Disney story is not for me, and I don't think that I endorse that part of this project, but I am, as a journalist, curious to see how it all comes together and how this actually works. And you know, Disney's really, really good at the marketing pitch. They're really great at telling you how wonderful things are going to be, and then a little bit at the last minute they can kind of take their hand off the wheel, right, and kind of call in the last little part. I think of Batuu, where we were told we were going to have so many Star Wars adventures and characters and you could earn your own way through the galaxy, and the cast members said Bright Suns for like 2 weeks, and now it's just regular old Disneyland. You know, there was some things that they did when Indiana Jones came to the park that quickly went away. So I'll just be curious to see how far that actually goes. A lot of that could just be great marketing and you know, great talking points to try to get as many articles written about this project as possible. But we're here, and I'm going to be coming out here once a month filming this project, and also filming all around Rancho Mirage and Palm Springs, because this is only 2 hours from the Anaheim Disneyland Resort. And I'm thinking that people that are hardcore Disney fans are going to fly out, go to the park, and maybe not buy a home and live here, because when you think about the scope of Disney fans, 1,400 families is really a drop in the bucket for, you know, 14 million fans, and there's probably 3 times that. But where I do see this being something that I'm interested in using is maybe staying at one of the resort hotels, or maybe coming out here and enjoying some of the Disney designed amenities. So as I come out here when there's not a lot to film in this big patch of sand, this big litter box that I'm standing inside of, then we'll also film some of the amenities around Rancho Mirage and Palm Springs, just to give you an idea, would this be worth adding a couple of days on your vacation? Or if you're got a family and you want to get away, how does this resort stack up to others? I know the name of my video is Disney for Adults, because quite frankly, when you get into buying homes and condominiums, and there also will be a section that will be 55 and older for people that want to kind of retire and settle out here. But there will also be a lot for kids to do with the beach and the resort. So it's going to be an interesting project, but I wanted to come out here, just show you how big this space is, how beautiful the views are. And I'm sorry, the sun's a little bit low because it is February. We don't get those high suns, so it's kind of always in the middle of every shot. But as I said earlier, I did drive around the entire property, and it is massive. I mean massive. I see somebody say 55 up. Okay. Well, if you think about it, when Disney makes stuff for people that are 55 and older, if this project were to get done today, that's people that were born in 1965. In 1965, Disneyland had been open for a decade. When you would get up to the 70s, you would have Disney World come about. So essentially, this is being built for a generation that has lived through Disney their entire life. They went there as children, their parents took them, you were told that your Disney vacation is the vacation that you had to get good grades for, or that your family was lucky to take. And people in Anaheim and Southern California, they have a whole other relationship with Disney because it's literally in their backyard. But for the rest of us that had to earn that one family trip out to Walt Disney World, 55 and older hits a very sweet spot in the consumer lifespan of the Disney fan base. So I understand why they're going with that number, because there are people that essentially Disney has been a premium brand and an escapism really through their entire life. And now that maybe they're looking to wind it down, living inside of a Disney story may be appealing to some people. And if it is appealing to you, that's great for you. I just want to say that it's not appealing for me, and I understand why there are a lot of people that are really criticizing this project. In fact, I understand if you love this and want to live here, I get it. And on the other side of the fence, if you think that it's way too Black Mirror living inside of a Disney story, I agree with you too. I think that the divisiveness is one of the main reasons why I'm so excited to get out here and cover it honest from both sides of the fence. All right, let me look at some comments, because this is live and I do want to engage with you. I just want to get that opening part out before it became saying hi to everybody. Karen George, what's up? Karen says, yeah, I would love to live there, but never be able to afford it. I'll be 65 in May. Well, you don't look a day over 64. Just joking. I get what you're saying. It's definitely going to be priced where it won't be right for everyone. But like I said, 1,400 homes, give or take, there could be more. It's not meant for everyone. And I think that I see a lot of people that get really upset because they're like, oh, I'm priced out of this. Well, not every product is for every consumer. And as I always say, this is a rule that I live by on the channel. $1 means something different to everybody. And in my lifetime, the value of $1 has changed. I mean, there were moments when I was so absolutely broke and destitute that I was like, what could I pawn to get by? And then I just kept grinding it out and getting to where I wanted to get. And now I have a very different value of $1. So I get what people are saying, but I also think that they've picked an appropriate number to where by design they are pricing some people out. Hey JT, what's up, bud? Good to see you out here. Too hot for me, Jesse Adventure? I will say this about vacationing in Palm Springs. When you first get out of your car, it is literally like you just got punched in the gut. It is so warm. But when you're doing nothing, when you're sitting poolside and sipping on a beverage, for me, it would be a delicious ice cold coffee. It is the greatest place mentally to decompress and get away. Now, that being said, I wouldn't want to mow yards here for a living, because then, yeah, it would be too hot to paint houses or do roofs or hang sheetrock. But as far as vacationing, when they get that crystal blue lagoon, which right now we are standing in the middle of, well, not in the middle, it goes really, really far, but right now I'd probably be shin high, knee high in water. The idea of vacationing out here, and in Palm Springs, you don't do a lot. You just take it easy. And I would love the idea of Disney amenities that are not attached to a resort where you feel like, oh, we got this beautiful room, but we got to get out there and grind in the parks. We got to, rip some rides and catch some vibes. So the idea of just being able to use the luxury of Disneyland to chill poolside or lagoon side, that part sounds really, really attractive to me. Hope they don't block the view of the mountains too much. It would be impossible. It would literally be impossible to block the view of the mountains. And in fact, let's do a panoramic. We are, other than this little gap right here where there is already a golf course and homes, we have mountain views starting there. We'll say that this is 12 o'clock. We have mountains going all the way around us. There's a community right across the street there. The mountains dovetail down right here. This is the biggest of the mountains, and you can see there's 3 different ridgeways there. But we're coming back around. And so if we stopped at 12 o'clock, the mountains start again at 2 o'clock. So really, if you think about the dials on a clock, and I know it's confusing because I decided to go backwards for some reason, we've only got this little slice that is mountain free. So there could be a way where there could be excursions or hiking, because if you live in these parts, hiking is such a great and amazing and free pastime. Oh, super chat. There we go. That's going to go towards my Cotino home. Let me see here. What's this one say? Let me get to where the sun's not blinding me. See any hidden Mickeys yet? Keep up the great work. Actually, it's funny that you say that, because I just found a relic that I think was left behind. Look at that. I just happened to find one. It is so amazing your timing on super chatting that question. And I did not do that. I found that was a real discovery. So friends, we are now walking through. One day there will be a lagoon where we're at. And I couldn't resist coming out here, because in no way do I think that this place will be as magical as Disneyland, because nothing is. But when people like me dig the internet looking for all those old photos and all those old videos, it's like, this time, I'm going to capture my own history. So I'm excited about that. Let me see. Let me get some other questions out here. Oh, yeah. Adventures Beyond Adversity. What's up? I saw you guys were ripping out the park. I saw you guys put up a video this morning. Let's see here. Hi, Bricky. How are you doing today? Are you enjoying your weekend? Well, yeah, I took a road trip with my wife out to the desert. Gonna have dinner with some friends, and I'm standing inside of the new Disneyland Resort. I think probably first person here. It's just been me and JD. Here, I'll do my JD pitch. Disney has always been a brand proud of storytelling, and that's why I'm proud to announce our newest project here in this community of Rancho Mirage. It's called Cotino, and I hope that I said it right, because the word is confusing and I don't like the name whatsoever. No, JD would never sell that. JD would be like, girl, you need a property. You need a property right here. That's how JD would do it, because JD is smooth. All right, let me flip around and see if there's any more comments before we part ways on our Saturday. Should have brought a lounge chair. I thought about bringing a baby pool and just like chilling out here in a baby pool so that I could say that I was the first one to ever get into the lagoon. But yeah, I didn't know if it'd be fenced off yet, but it's not. It's not fenced off. I'm able to be out here. First YouTuber. That's right, Jesse. I'm going to put a little flag. I'll put in my 1313 flag here. So there we go. You can kind of just see, like I said, it's 4 miles all the way around. Super, super beautiful. Looking out on every side. And this view over here, this is one of those things where, you know, just an iPhone and 720p just will never, ever show you how beautiful it is in person. And, you know, I've seen online, this is a controversial project. You know, there's a lot of people that have a lot of different opinions. And as always, with doing Disneyland YouTube, my vibe is always critique it from the front lines versus criticize it from the sidelines. So my wife and I love Palm Springs. We love coming out here. And I'm going to be coming out here once a month just to kind of show you guys what's up and what's going on and expand this as part of the channel's offerings. Will there be a Splash Mountain? There won't be any attractions. It's not that type of vibe. Anna! Bricky Pool Fund. Well, I am so close to getting that pool now with your amazingly generous super chat. Maybe that will help me get the water for my pool. But yeah, next time I come, I'll definitely bring a pool in those lounge chairs, and I can only wait to see the county sheriff being like, boy, what are you doing out here? But like, sir, I'm vacationing at Cotino. Leave me be. So if you're just joining me one last time, I'll kind of give you the lay of the land. That massive lagoon would be in this area that we're in. And the way that I brought you in today, if you go straight to where that Lowe's is, come straight this way, this would be the main thoroughfare of shopping on each side with dining and different sort of amenities. And then over here, blocking the area where there is no mountains, would be Resort Hotel number 1. And then on the other side would be Resort Hotel number 2. And now that I think about this and break this down as a designer, this hotel is essentially going to block out this neighborhood. And this hotel is going to block out that neighborhood. So when you look out over to the lagoon, you will see the homes and the mountains. And that'll be a very interesting look. And I can see why they picked those. And by the way, if you have a lot of money, there is an empty parcel of land over in this corner that you see. There's homes on this ridge, and then there's the main thoroughfare. There's like a triangle spot of land over there that I'm assuming now just went up in value by 10,000%. Let me see here. Dude, just watched your video of you talking... Dude, just watch your video of you taking a lightsaber at Avengers Campus months ago. What a night that was. Just ripping a lightsaber inside of Avengers Campus, proclaiming that it was me that cut up Doctor Strange's Emporium. Yeah, that was fun. So, anyways, friends, I believe this is where we're going to do it today. I just wanted to bring you guys out here and let you see it and just let you know that this was something that was happening and that's something I'm excited about and the areas that I am excited about. So this is between Gerald Ford and Frank Sinatra. Yeah, we have Frank Sinatra, Bob Hope, Gerald Ford, and then, forgive me, I don't have notes in front of me because I'm doing this with my phone. But yeah, it fits inside of there. It's a big open plot of land right in the middle of it, like it was just waiting for it. But yeah, you can, if you just get here, you could go back to the beginning and I kind of explain the lay of the land and how it all works. So friends, thank you so much for coming out here for the very first trip ever out to Rancho Mirage, the future home of this very divisive Disney project. And I promise you, as always, that I'm going to cover it from all angles, cover it fair, always give you my honest opinions. And we'll see this one come together for the good, the bad, and the indifferent. And I never wish for Disney to fail, but I never hesitate to criticize where I think that it is very, very worthy. So I'm telling you, I haven't drank the Kool-Aid. I'm not looking to live inside of a cult community. I just simply enjoy seeing them build things, and that is something I've committed to. Cameron says, love your channel. Love your channel and updates on the parks. Truly such a great guy. You have a good eye for seeing things others don't. Awesome stuff, man. Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And this just is more of, my channel's a little bit different. You know, I'm the one that will drive out to the desert and show you a giant litter box, a giant kitty box of sand, because I think that you know, it'll be important to have this footage and for all of us to remember the day that I stood out here and did my best JD. Preserving history. You got it, Ann. You got it. All right, so no need to cut off the camera because there's really no need to film anything from here on out. So yeah, let's pretend that we just left the beach and now we're gonna walk up. We've got a hotel to the left and to the right of us. We've got restaurants and those horribly designed flower things. What is this? What is this refuge that we found? Trash. Well, we'll throw that away when we get to a garbage can. Look at me. What would be so proud? Now I just think about it, I just picked up trash in the desert with my bare hand. God only knows. But it's a balloon, right? And balloons kill animals, so we'll do that. All right, friends, this is where we say goodbye. Thank you so much for going on this journey with me. I'll see you guys on Wednesday when I'm celebrating the Trams comeback, and next Friday for an update. And this week's update will have a Cotino update with some of the footage and some of my thoughts now that I've had a week to study and break all this down. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for showing up. I always appreciate you being here. Take care of yourselves. Oh, I forgot. My sign off. Friends, until the next time I see you picking up trash inside of Disney's brand new resort Cotino in the middle of Rancho Mirage in the Coachella Valley at 85 degrees with a brand new haircut burning your head, I'll see you back here on the channel with more Disneyland fun. Goodbye, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.